Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make some mask nose wires for medical face mask. And I'm going to show you 3 different methods. One is using a jewelry craft jig like this. Another one is using a DIY jig. The third way is just using wire cutters and needle nose pliers. All right, let's get started. We're going to go ahead and start with 18 gauge floral wire. I just ran up and down the stairs. Something like this. And I always start by just bending a bunch of these, putting a little crimp on the end, not a crimp, but rounding that out. And that's how we're going to get started. So we need the wire, we need a ruler, wire cutters, needle nose pliers, and a jig. So we got jig, and I start with the end with the loop, put it right on there. We're gonna go in a circle 8 pattern here. So cross over there, and I'm holding it flat as well. So spin it, go around one time, cross over, spin it around again. It doesn't have to be super tight around that post. Crisscross again. This is the last loop, and this one we just go over, cross over that, and then woo, and then release it. So we have kind of a letter Z here, and then I get your wire cutters. I put the flat end against there, clip that, clip this right in the middle there. You see that? Right in the middle. So now we have almost perfect loops. And they don't have to be perfect, but anyway, there we go. All right, so out of that 18-inch, we have 3 wires, not much waste. And the thing is we're not finished because our makers spend so much time making these masks. We want to make sure that this insert is flat and it doesn't have any rough edges on it, because those that are wearing them for hours on end. Well, let me get my regular pliers, and you can flatten the ends like that and twist it if it needs to be. If you happen to have these are not required, but if you happen to have these duck bills, these work fantastically. So thanks to my husband who showed me that. So do that for all 3. I've gotten to where I can make one of these in 30 seconds. So the group has made over 8,000 masks, and with more coming in. So we're having to come up with new ideas of how to make things faster, better, and all. So anyway, that's this jig. And I put these posts in. I measured out 4.5 inches. Adjust them as you need to. The second one is a DIY jig. This one my husband made. You just start with a piece of wood and then 2 nails and saw off the heads. So suggest that you go ahead and hammer the nails in before you saw off the heads. See there, 4.5 inch distance, or whatever distance works best for you, with which distance works best for you, but that's the distance that we're using. And then saw off the ends. Now this one has these grooves. Sometimes the wire gets a little caught up, especially if you do it too tight. So let me show you how we use this one. I like this one in that it's very portable, and the pegs don't come out, and you can hold it in your hand, and you can watch TV while you're doing this if you want. There we go. All right, now the key is when you make these, keep the wire flat as possible. It'll take less work. There we go. That came out pretty easy. And again, just clip the ends right here, flatten them, and you got that. So then the last way is actually really self-explanatory. You just measure a 5.5 piece of wire, and then you curl the ends in, flatten them, as I showed you before, and then you'll end up with a stack of wires. And we've been bundling them in 10 for kits, and that has been working out well. So again, 3 different ways of making this, and these are the directions that you need, and I hope this helps. So stay healthy and happy making.